Imagine that now you're sitting in front of your TV watching Netflix and it's the sizzling summer of 2016. Your eyes are super glued to your TV screen and your jaw dropped and all. You can hardly contain the jittery excitement bubbling inside as the very first episode of Stranger Things kicks off. And just like that, you're hooked, line and sinker. Now, zoom ahead 9 years later. Yep, we're talking the here and now, people, and the show that's stolen our hearts is gearing up for its grand finale with Season 5. But hold up, here's where things get spicy. Millie Bobby Brown, the one and only 11, just dropped a bombshell. She's definitely ready to wrap up her iconic role. Say what? Yeah, just like that, we fell our waffles when we first heard this because, come on, MBB's been the face of Stranger Things since day one. So why? Millie Bobby Brown says she is definitely ready to wrap up Stranger Things. MBB, the badass 11 from Stranger Things, is saying peace out to Hawkins. In a recent interview, the Enola Holmes star opened up about the hit Netflix show's upcoming 5th and final season. Now, she's ready to say goodbye to it all. I'm definitely ready to wrap up, Millie declared. I feel like there's a lot of the story that's been told now, and we know of it. It's been in our lives for a very long time. Millie first became so famous playing the character of 11 at the age of 12, and now she's ready to move on to bigger and better things instead of Stranger Things. Okay, meme. Maybe no one gets that joke, but definitely she'll always hold a special place in her heart for Hawkins, and she's not alone in this sentiment. David Harbour, aka the lovable Jim Hooper, also spilled the tea about the final season. It is time for us to leave that nest and try other things and different projects, he said, and to let the Duffer Brothers try different things as well. I mean, those guys are so talented. I want to witness what they come up with next. So it is bittersweet, but it's definitely time. Even Sadie Sink, who joined the gang in Hawkins in Season 2, had something to say about moving on. To think that we have to kind of say goodbye to that security and knowing that we won't be seeing each other for another season, it's scary and sad. But I think it's exciting to move on to the next chapter, she said on the Today Show last year. Millie is ready to create her own stories now. I'm able to create stories myself that are important to me and focus on the bigger picture, she explained. But I'm really grateful for the show. What kind of stories will she come up with? MBB recently celebrated her 19th birthday and is studying human services at Purdue University. MBB said that college life is treating her well and she's so grateful to have the opportunity to learn about new things that interest her. And she continued, "It's really nice to just be able to detach from my emotional job and learn about something really interesting for me. And hey, she's always aware of her privileges and wants to use her education to help others in communities where access to learning is limited. Imagine that I will offer you $10 million for a movie. Would you accept it? 99.99% of you will, because why not, right? That's a freaking $10 million. But everyone is different and you won't believe what happens next. Keep watching." Millie Bobby Brown turned down $10 million to star in a Stranger Things movie. Get this, she's reportedly said no way to a jaw-dropping $10 million payday to star in the show's movie adaptation. I mean, hello? That's some serious moolah we're talking about. But hold your horses. Netflix ain't confirming this rumor just yet, so let's not jump the gun and sprinkle a little grain of salt on that juicy tidbit. Now, The Sun's got some insiders whispering sweet nothings about the Stranger Things universe getting bigger and bolder with no boundaries in sight. Can you imagine? They are talking about the potential stage show on Broadway and the West End a la Harry Potter and The Cursed Child. And there's another spin-off series featuring some of our favorite characters in the works too. But wait, there's more good news coming your way because the last and final season is coming sooner than you expected. You might remember that pesky pandemic. Well, who doesn't? When the world almost stops, right? That's the reason for delaying the release of Season 4. But the Duffer Brothers have assured us that the wait for Season 5 should be quite a bit shorter. They've had plenty of time to outline the concluding episodes, and we can expect shooting to begin in June 2023, which is only 2 months from now. In a recent interview at TV Line, the Duffer Brothers dropped another bombshell that Season 5 will likely include a time jump. We'll see how much our favorite characters have grown since the show premiered in 2016. And let's be real, we all know they've grown a lot. I'm sure we will do a time jump, said Ross. Ideally, we'd have shot Seasons 4 and 5 back to back, but there was just no feasible way to do that. So these are all discussions we're going to have with our writers when we start the room up. Hey, wait, what is this Millie Bobby Brown? You might think that you know everything about Millie, but you won't believe what she revealed to Variety. Not only has Millie never taken an acting class or received any training as a singer, but get this, she's completely deaf in one ear. You heard me correctly. While she's wowing audiences with her incredible acting and singing abilities, she's doing it all with only one functioning ear. According to the magazine, Millie was born with partial hearing loss in one ear, but eventually lost all of her hearing on that side after years of tubes. And when she's performing, she can't even hear herself properly. Can you imagine the sheer determination and focus it takes to do what she does? Millie doesn't let her hearing loss shake her confidence. In fact, she uses her other senses to her advantage. In the first season of Stranger Things, she played Eleven, who didn't speak much. Instead, Millie relied on her facial expressions to convey emotion. "You could talk with your face," she said matter-of-factly. And when it comes to singing, her mantra is pretty straightforward. "If I sound bad, I don't care, because I'm just doing what I love." Preach, girl. She's all about passion and firmly believes that nobody has the right to rain on your parade if you're truly head over heels for something. So sing it loud and proud, Millie. We're here for it, and we're totally vibing with that rock-solid philosophy. Keep doing you, girl. Millie Bobby Brown said that we're broke back then. Want to know where MBB got that fire in her belly? Look no further than her parents, Robert and Kelly Brown, who were all in when it came to helping their little girl chasing her acting dreams. They went all out, selling everything they owned and hightailing it to Tinseltown. But it wasn't always rainbows and sunshine. Nope, the Browns had to tough it out, facing hurdle after hurdle before our girl Millie snagged her game-changing role on Stranger Things. And even with their ironclad determination, there were times when Millie almost threw in the acting towel for good. In a heart-to-heart with Harper's Bazaar, MBB spilled the beans about her family struggles during those Hollywood beginnings. "We were very broke," she admitted. "The highlight of my day was food." But even in the darkest hours, her parents stood by her side. "They always said, if this doesn't work out, we'll go back to England and you'll go to a regular school," Millie reminisced. That grit pays off. Snagging the role of Eleven on Stranger Things wasn't a walk in the park. "I was auditioning for commercials and TV shows for probably 2 years before Stranger Things," she confessed. "I was very disheartened by the rejection, which is something I tell everyone. But with her fam's unwavering support, our girl MBB kept on trucking and landed the role that changed everything. And when it comes to changing everything, she also changed her status, so..." Sorry, boys, Millie Bobby Brown might be engaged. Our girl MBB's been stirring the pot on the Grammy lately, posting a bunch of pics that got fans' heads spinning and tongues wagging about her love life. In the Instagram post, we see Millie cruising in a convertible car with the wind in her hair and, hold up, is that a sparkly ring on her engagement finger? You betcha. But before we go all cray-cray, she didn't mention a thing about the bling in her caption, so let's not jump to conclusions just yet. But of course, fans started chattering like a pack of chipmunks about whether she and Jake, yep, John Bon Jovi's kiddo, were getting hitched. Some peeps were over the moon, while others thought 19 was too young to walk down the aisle. Millie and Jake have been dating since 2021, going all official with a red carpet strut at the 2022 BAFTAs. They've been caught cozying on social media, with Millie calling Jake her partner for life in an adorable Instagram post.